So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna undo what's happening to y over here. So we wanna get y equals, that's the goal. The goal, y equals stuff with x's. Well, it's 2 times y minus 3, all square rooted. Let's square it. That's the opposite of the square root. So we square, and we get x squared. X squared equals 2y minus 3. Cool. Next step, we want to get the y by itself. So, gotta undo, well, it's 2 times y minus 3. Last thing's minus 3. Let's add 3. Boop. Boop. So we get x squared plus 3 equals 2y. Well, 2y means 2 times y. Let's undo that. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. We gotta divide this whole thing by 2. And we get y equals, move that up, y equals x squared plus 3 over 2. Which means f inverse of x equals x squared plus 3 minus 2. Let's just go ahead and do one of these two to check to make sure it's correct. So let's go f of f inverse of x. All right. So we're going to go, this is f of x squared plus 3 over 2, right? Because f inverse of x is this. So I'm going to go to my f function. I'm going to replace the x with an x squared plus 3 over 2. So I get big square root now. 2 times x squared plus 3 over 2 minus 3. Well, the 2's are going to cancel here. I get x squared plus 3 left over from the numerator. There's this fun minus 3. Woohoo! 3 minus 3 is a 0. So I get square root of x squared, which is, well, it's going to be our absolute value of x, but for all the x's in our domain, it's going to be x. So we're good. So we get x. Cool, that's what we want. I have this urge to be like, questions? But you can't ask them because you're on the other side of YouTube. And I'm doing this now and you haven't watched it yet. But you're watching it in the future for me. It's present for you. Alright, so let's look at this one now. Sorry, that was weird. Here we go. We're going to go y equals 5 minus x over 3x plus 2. We're going to leave the f station now. And we're going to now switch. All right, first, let's make sure it has an inverse. We haven't talked about graphing rational functions yet, but a rational function like this is going to look something like this. It'll be like, oh boy, negative 2/3. It'll look something like this. I'm going to get the placement of the intercepts incorrect, but it'll be something like that, where it's going to cross the horizontal line test. Okay? Trust me, we'll talk about it in chapter 2. Alright, so now we're going to swap the x's and y's. So I'm going to say x equals 5 minus y over 3y plus 2. Yikes! Yikes! This is a fun algebra problem. Alright, well, let's do this. We've got these y's. We can't cancel anything here because of this subtraction and addition. So we might as well get rid of this denominator. It's easier to work things that aren't, it's easier to work with things that aren't dividing. So we're going to multiply both sides by 3y plus 2. 3y plus 2, multiply that here, multiply by 3y plus 2 here. That way that cancels out this 3y plus 2 on the denominator. Now I have x times 3y plus 2 equals 5 minus y. I'm going to distribute this x. Why not? So I'll multiply this x through. So here I get 3xy plus 2x equals 5 minus y. So now we have y's on opposite sides. Let's do this. Let's get y's on one side, everything else that I can on the other side. So basically I'm going to subtract 2x on each side. Oops. Subtract 2x. And I'm going to add y. So this way my y's are on the same side. So here I get 3xy plus y. All my y's are now on the left, and they're not in the denominator, equals 5 minus 2x. And now you're probably thinking, I'm going to sit down for this, you're probably thinking, Mr. Brace, that's not easier. That's like a jumble of blah. What can we do? Or you might be thinking exactly what we should be doing. And I wish I could ask you exactly what you're thinking. But I can't, because it's a YouTube video. So what we're going to do here is we're going to look at the left side with the y's. Why can't you check it out? 3xy, that's 3 times x times y, plus y. They both have a y. Y. We can factor that out. So I'm going to go y times 3x plus 1 equals 5 minus 2x. And the last step is to get everything away from the y. It's y times now, and it's just a y. There's nothing else with it. It's just y times that, so we can just divide by it. Or divide by 3x plus 1, divide by 3x plus 1, and here we go. Y equals 5 minus 2x over 3x plus 1, which means f inverse of x equals 5 minus 2x over 3x plus 1. And if I wanted to check my work, I would evaluate f of f inverse of x and make sure it equals x. I'm not going to do that because this video is probably long enough as it is. I hope this all made sense. I hope you can do all the homework now. Office hours are available. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.